All right, everybody, good morning and welcome back to Court Farms for another episode of our 1,000 Cow series. So it is actually the beginning of March now. We've let a few months go by. I figured, you guys wouldn't really care too much about what was going on in the winter. I mean, we were just, clearing some snow, feeding the cows every day, delivering milk. That's pretty much all that happens in the winter, in this map. So nothing, too exciting. But yeah, so we're back in the spring, and we have a little bit of good news. So, well, good news and bad news. So I guess we'll get the bad news out of the way first, and that is that we are pretty much out of silage, which I expected it to run out sooner. I'm kind of surprised that we've had it last this long, and so this is how much we have left, and obviously that is not going to be, enough to get us through the month. I mean, let alone maybe even through the day. So we're gonna have to really be careful about what we do with our TMR for today. At the very least, we have quite a bit of money in the bank, which I'll talk about in a second. So if we need to buy some, then it is what it is for the time being. But we hopefully won't have that problem in the future because we're expecting a huge corn harvest this year. So we'll pack our bunker silo. And I actually also just purchased 2 more fields. So our neighbors were willing to give us a bit of a discount on some of the fields since we, have been doing some contract work for them over the past year. And if we just jump over the map here, you could see that we have purchased 91 and 92, which is conveniently right across the street from our farm. 92 is quite a big field. I do want to save up to buy field 90 pretty soon too. This is a nice large field, or even this 110, but we just don't really have the funds for that right now, and I think this should be enough to get us started for the season. And then also we did a few little upgrades to the farm. So let's go ahead, jump in here, and I'm going to drive around and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so while we're driving over here to the other big part of the farm, I just want to mention that I did set up some auto drive routes in the map. So it's kind of tough on this map to get auto drive working, completely flawless all the time, just because the roads are so tight. There's a lot of small field gates and stuff, so it's really hard to get the vehicles to move around without them getting stuck. But what I did is kind of just make some general transport routes, like to and from the store for our milk, to and from some of these slurry sell points that I talked about in the last episode. And speaking of which, I don't think I mentioned that I was going to try and use those big slurry trailers, like those 65,000 liter capacity ones, but they would not work. You can't actually unload from them. You have to pump the slurry out with a special kind of just like a special kind of slurry trailer or something like that. They're not really meant for temporary for transport. They really are just temporary storage. So I'm not able to use those to actually drop the slurry off at our little storage centers or storage and sell points there. So so much for that idea. It didn't really work. But what I do want to show you is that I've actually gone ahead and purchased a couple of additional buildings for the farm. So we have this new shed here that I'm gonna use partially as a bale shed, but partially as an equipment shed as well. And then this bunker silo right here that I want to use for our big, huge corn harvest this year. We had the harvest from last year actually filled our bunker silo completely. So we need, a little bit of extra space. And also, I might even, if I don't fill it with the corn chaff, I might actually go ahead and use, think about investing in like a forage wagon or something to pick up some of the grass throughout the year and make our silage, harvest season just a little bit easier on us. So we'll see. We'll come back to that a little bit later in the year, but I just wanted to show you guys that. But yeah, so we're off to a pretty good start here for the spring. We have about $140,000 in the bank, which is pretty nice. We've been making a very, very hefty profit every day from milk. I mean, guaranteed about $50,000 or $60,000 a day just in the milk sales. And then, by the time we empty out some of the slurry and stuff, we also get a couple extra $1,000. So we're very, very profitable at the moment. And it's going to just keep getting better. But one thing that I also want to mention though is that I'm actually we're gonna have some new help on the farm. So we do have Jerry. He is back with us since it is the springtime. But also his son is actually getting a little bit older, and he's been kind of learning the ropes. Jared's been teaching him how to run some equipment and stuff. So we're gonna have him help out a little bit as well. So his name's Peter. So we'll have Jerry and Peter helping out on the farm, and driving some of the tractors, delivering some of the milk, helping out with some of those tasks, and especially like some of the field work that we're about to get into today, which is mainly just going to be I think we'll be able to plant some of the crops, and we'll also be able to get some of the grass cut. Hopefully, I know it's just the start of spring, but we're definitely going to need some of the silage, so I might just cut a couple of the fields and then save the rest till April. But no big deal either way. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to keep all the cows fed, which reminds me that I need to do that this morning. So let's go ahead and park this up. Don't know why I'm driving around the yard. And let's go ahead and get the cows fed and get started with our day. All right, so here we are in our telehandler, and these with this new feed wagon, we do go through feed pretty quickly, but it definitely has resulted in a lot less trips, that is, to the fields and back. So it's really been super nice to have this, and I'm so glad we made this investment. We've also ended up purchasing a lot of this equipment as well. I know we had a lot of it on lease, and I think right now the only thing that we have on lease, I believe, is the wheel loader. Which also reminds me that one thing that we do need to do today is get our second tractor ordered. So thank you guys so much for your votes. I really appreciate everyone who participated, and I'm actually surprised that I got there we go. That's been happening a lot lately. These bales falling all over the place and everything. It just is what it is. But yeah, I was surprised that I got some votes at all. So thank you guys so much for participating. And yeah, the winner was the John Deere. I was kind of secretly hoping that would be the winner. I do like the I think it's the 6R series. It's a really nice size tractor for this farm, and it'll do the job very well, I think. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. But yeah, so I also want to mention just like the future of the series. So we are getting kind of close. I just kind of wanted to do one, keep this relatively short. So I think I was just gonna do 1 year with the farm, and just kind of seeing if we can get through a year with 1,000 cows, if we can become pretty self-sufficient with our resources, and getting enough feed made and everything. I'm not gonna go and probably wait till like all of the like the Angus cattle and everything mature and sell them, because obviously that's going to be super profitable. But maybe I'll do another episode a little bit later, just kind of like a one-off, fast forward and see how everything turns out for us. But for now, I'm just kind of gonna go through the year and then probably call it a soft ending to the series, if you will, and we'll move on to something else, which you guys also voted for, and thanks again for that. We had a lot of votes for another animal-based challenge series, and also a pretty good number of votes for a kind of survival-based series. So I haven't done a survival-based series at all in this game. Never done like a start from scratch on No Man's Land. I had a comment about you got they might like to see something on No Man's Land, and I do want to do that. So I'm thinking about potentially trying to do 2 new series coming up. One kind of animal based, which I already have a really good idea about what I'm gonna do, and I'm excited for it. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and since you guys actually sound like you want to see that, that'll be this is even better. So I might do that, or I might do that and a survival based series. So maybe kind of do 2 at the same time. Maybe not a video from each one every week, because I do like to post my City Skylines content as well, and then one of the farming simulator farming sim videos. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe we'll do like a video every other week, or kind of do one of the series for a few weeks and then jump into the other one and then kind of go back and forth. But we'll see. You know, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys are interested in something like that, you know, if you guys get bored with just seeing one series, maybe I will mix it up and kind of do two, because the thought of each one of those, you know, sounds pretty fun and exciting, and they're each something that I haven't done before, and I think you guys will like kind of my thoughts and what I have planned. So yeah, as you can see there, just made 10 grand from 8,000 liters of milk, and we're always guaranteed, you know, that the big barn. I wish the big barn down here had more milk storage. It actually gets very every night it fills up, and then the cows' productivity jumps to like 0. So if I had to do this again, I probably wouldn't have filled that barn completely with dairy cows, but because I'm definitely maxing out the production, I kind of have like some lost potential. So I might look into see if there's any kind of like external milk storage that would work, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know how that works, if you like can attach it to an existing barn or something. So I'm not sure about that. We'll see. But this is just kind of what we have to do for now. Is every day, you know, either Jerry or Peter has to get in the truck and do a kind of some milk runs and everything, which, you know, is cool. But yeah, that also comes with the fact that we have to dish out a little bit more cash for our staff. So I think, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna pay him yet as much as I pay Jerry, or if I'll pay Peter as much as I pay Jerry. So we're gonna see. Maybe I'll give him a $3,000, you know, a month instead of the 5,000 that I always give to Jerry. So either way, or maybe I'll just pay 10 grand and call it a day, because we are making quite a bit of money. And if he really ends up doing a lot of work for us, then it'll be it's only fair, right, that, you know, we give him a little bit of cash. So let's take a look here and just see how much TMR we have. And it looks like, you know, these guys obviously eat up a lot. Some of these other ones, I think we can actually wait a day or two to actually feed them, which, you know, these guys I'll probably feed them a little bit. But yeah, like these, you know, we still have plenty of food. They don't really go through food all that much. But this big barn, you know, obviously goes through quite a bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and empty this out, and then we'll head back up, and you can see here comes Jerry with the milk truck there. Yep. So they've been doing a great job helping us out with some of these deliveries, because it just takes so much time out of the day to have to go and, you know, deliver and drive all around and stuff. So I mean, just having that one extra person, and now, you know, even 2 extra people to kind of help out with some of these things, it's just huge and very efficient for us. So let's go head back. I'm actually not gonna feed the other cows just yet. I think I might actually go ahead and jump into some field work, because it has been quite a bit of time since I've done any field work whatsoever. You know, we played through the whole winter, didn't even do anything related to field work whatsoever. So it's about time that we get going on some of that. And actually, when we get back, I want to check one more thing. So I'll see you guys back at the farm. So what I wanted to check was actually the fertilization state of our crops, and it looks like our 2 regular fields are actually fertilized completely. So maybe I'll try to fertilize these grass fields at some point soon, but I'm not going to worry about that today. And yeah, so I think let me just check some of this grass. So yeah, it looks like all of it, you know, we could probably get mowed here. So even if it is not the best yield, we do need the silage pretty quick. So I think I'm actually going to go head over to fields 91 and 92, and we're going to go ahead and cut those. I'll have I think yeah, Jerry's in the truck, so I'll have Peter come and help us out, maybe with some of the you know, windrown and things. But we're going to get some grass cut. So let's go ahead and just back this in for now here. I think it actually, I forget if it's supposed to rain today or not. I hope that it doesn't. And I know the grass is still probably pretty wet, not really ideal for mowing, but we gotta do what we gotta do, because we are running out of food for these cows, and we gotta get, you know, some TMR made. I'm also having a little bit of trouble with this here, so you know, we're just gonna put it over here instead. Call it a day. Yeah, so in a couple hours I'll get in touch with the store and see if they have, you know, if we can get that order of our new tractor order process going. And you know, the problem, I forgot I have this weight on here too. I gotta go take that off. But yeah, it'll be so nice to have that. And I'm also thinking about investing in a second set of mowers. You know, it's been a while since we've bought, you know, we use those all the time. And so it'd be nice to have a second set just so we could get a little bit more, a little bit more efficient. Have two crews going at once potentially, especially when, you know, things start really heating up in the later spring and summer months. We're gonna be doing a lot of grass cutting. It might help to have two crews, and then maybe we can even have a dedicated, you know, if we have the time, some dedicated contract work as well, so we can still kind of, you know, make some extra money on the side and increase our the amount of bales, since we always get to keep a few left over. But for now, we're just gonna hook up to this, and then I'll Peter up, see if he is free to come and give us a hand in a little bit with some of the other work. But I'm gonna get the field mowed first before I call him, so that I don't get in his way. And then once I'm done, move on to the next one, and you know, he can get started. So in the meantime, Jerry's gonna keep rolling to and from the store. We got a lot of milk to get sold today, so thank goodness he's helping us out with that. And I think I access the field from there. This way. I gotta go. I haven't been here yet. I gotta figure out which one's which. So, talk to you guys in a second here. Let me figure this out. Yes. So here they are. So we have field 91 here to our left, and then field 92 right there. This big one on our just straight ahead of us. These two gates right here will take us into both of those. I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'm gonna start with 92. Why not? And then we'll get this mowed. And still pretty early in the day, so all good things. Making some good progress already. Nice to have people helping us out with some of these other tasks, like I've said. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this. And yes, before you guys say anything, I know that the grass still has, it says that it's ready to harvest, but it still has another stage of growth to go before, you know, to get the maximum yield from it. But, you know, that's okay, just because we do need the silage. So it, you know, sometimes you gotta just do what you gotta do, but at least it's, you know, partially grown. And is my front mower not on? Oh no, it works. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we should still get a pretty decent grass harvest off of this. I'm not too worried about that, but yeah, let's go ahead and get this done. Talk to you guys in a bit. Alright, so you just saw Peter over there getting to work, windrowing that field, which is awesome. So then we can actually jump in here and get going on the mowing in field 91. And then I know that probably can't see him, but Jerry's still getting some, he, you know, oh, there he is right there. Actually, you can see him kind of pulling out of the home farm over there. He's unloading the milk from that barn now, since he already sold all of the milk in the big barn down at the other end of the farm. Let's go ahead, get this mowed, and then after we get this cut, I'll give the store a call, see if we can get our tractor all sorted out. Should not be a problem, but yeah, this is looking to be a very, very productive day. And also, I just remembered I forgot to mention that since we got the wheel loader, you know, I bought that little front loader attachment for the Ford, which Peter's over there driving right now, and I actually just went ahead and sold that. We got like the silage attachment for it and stuff. Just didn't think that we really needed it, since, you know, we had either the bales that we can move around with the telehandler, or the the big front loader that we can use to move around the stuff in the bunker silo. So no need for that small little fork and front loader. The Ford's better suited for some of the grass work like this, and you know, all in the bale trailer and things like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep getting this done. I'll probably check in with you guys once we get the grass work finished and our tractor ordered. So it should be sometime later in the day. But yeah, I'm just gonna get to it and talk to you guys in a bit. All right, and so we just finished up mowing fields 91 and 92 for now. So I think it is time to go ahead and check out the store, see if we can get our tractor ordered. Jerry is, as you can see, parked the truck up here. So he's busy emptying some of the slurry storages of some of the barns, getting that all cleaned up. And then Peter's still over there windrowing. So we're gonna go ahead and join him in a minute once we get the store call all finished, and we'll go ahead and join him with the baler. I don't know why I'm parking this by the pressure washer. I gotta put this back in the barn. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and join him in a sec. But for now, go ahead and drop these off, and then give the store a call and see what they got in stock. All right, and so I got in touch with the store, and they actually told us that they just got brand new John Deere in stock and ready to go. So I think this is just perfect timing, and you know, I don't want to pass up this opportunity. I know that sometimes, you know, especially now with it being springtime, there's sometimes a little bit of a wait on getting one of these. And so since this is what you guys kind of voted for, I think this is what we're going to get. So this is the 6R series with the upgraded engine. It actually has 300 horsepower instead of the 280, and it has a nice, easy to operate variable CVT transmission. Got some wide tires equipped on it, and we're not going to do any front loader attachers. I don't think we need that. We have the wheel loader. You know, we're pretty good on things like that. But at least this will be another piece of equipment to, you know, run our mowers, our seeders, our balers. I mean, we have a lot of our feed wagon too. Right now the New Holland is the only one that can handle that. So having another 300 horsepower tractor is going to be huge. It's going to be a huge asset for us on the farm. So I think it is a little pricey, and as you can see, we're not quite there yet to be able to buy this. I'd almost rather buy another field before I fully buy this tractor. But with the amount of money that we're making daily, I think it definitely makes sense for us to lease this for now. It's going to cost 12 grand for the base lease, but you know, it's only a $2,500 a day, and then you know, another 5,000 per work hour. But you know, that usually happens. You know, it's not very frequent that we get that, since that is actually in real time. So I'm not super worried about this. We should be able to purchase this within probably the next, you know, month or two if we save up our money, as you know, I expect that we should. So we're gonna go ahead and lease this. And yep, we can pick it up from the shop. So we're going to do that later today. We don't need it right this second, since we do have a, I do want to get some of this stuff baled. Yeah, so we just finished up cutting both of the fields. Peter's still almost done when rowing the first field that we did, field 91. I'm going to go ahead and hook up to the baler, and we're going to go and get started with, it looks like we've got almost a full hay bale in there. So let's see if we can, I bet it'll keep that as a hay bale instead of making it a silage bale, but no big deal. We could always use the hay bales too. So we're going to go ahead and jump over to field 91 and kind of follow Peter as he's finishing up, get the baling started, and then he'll head over to field 92 and get the windrowing started on that field. So this is so great. Again, just having a couple extra hands to help us out. I'm so excited to see what we're going to be able to do now that we have some extra help on the farm. This is really going to make for a good year. So, and these new fields too, we should be able to have plenty of silage. Things are starting to kind of fall into place. You know, it just took a little bit getting over some of those initial challenges with, you know, not having the big enough equipment and stuff like that. And apparently now we don't have big enough gates either. So, yep. Let me try to, you know, work my way in here. This is not the most maneuverable map in the world. I think I might have to do something a little bit creative here and kind of I've really backed myself into a corner here, haven't I? But yep, I'll let you guys know once I get into the field. So we're gonna just go ahead and get this baling started and have Peter jump over there in just a second. So talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. So taking a little bit of a break from doing all the baling. We got our first load on the trailer here, ready to be stored. I think I'm gonna kind of clean this up, put them in this barn for now. We're gonna start, filling this with some of the bales. But in the meantime, I want to go and head over to the store with Jerry. We're both gonna jump in the wheel loader here, because we have a couple things at the store in addition to the tractor that I want to go pick up before it closes. I kind of lost track of time. It's already 4:30, so let's go and head down there, and I'll show you guys kind of what else I've been thinking of getting. All right, so just coming up to the store, I just want to tell you guys. So I think, well, I don't think I know what I bought, but I wanted to get a couple of things that would make our baling life just a little bit easier, because we've had that good old trusty trailer for a long time, and it's not the biggest, but it's very easy to load and unload. But I thought, why not treat ourselves to another trailer and some better bale loading, so that we don't have to drive the telehandler back and forth. So I picked up this I think it's a Rolland trailer. It's got a 28 bale capacity, and then I picked up this wheel loader baler. Bale loader. So this thing is the Lizard Pro baler. This is a mod from Black Sheep Modding, I think, on the mod hub. But very, very nice piece of equipment. I've seen it. The Farm Sim guy used this a lot in his Court Farm series, and I thought I'd pick it up, give it a try. It is auto load. So before y'all get mad, let me explain. I do think that I like to use auto load just because it keeps things a little bit more organized. I don't really think of it as cheating as long as you're not driving around just with like the trailer, just picking up the bales on the trailer without actually loading them, like, picking them up with a bale loader like this, or like a bale grab, and then dropping them on the trailer. I mean, so I think there's a happy medium to be found with auto load. And this I just feel like it's the most efficient way to do things in the game. The bale physics are a little bit weird. Sometimes it's hard to move them around and load them as you'd like. But auto load just makes things a little bit more cleaner, a little bit more organized. So I have no problem using it. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that it's cheating and you hate me for it and you want me to not use it. I mean, maybe I'll consider not using it, but I don't really see anything wrong with the way that I use it. I think it's just like I said, just to help things stay organized and look a little bit cleaner, making the loading and unloading process a little bit easier, because it's kind of just hard to move the bales and pallets and stuff around in this game. So might be a little bit better. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and Jerry's going to take the front loader back, and I'm going to follow him in the tractor, and I'll see you guys back at the farm. Would you guys check this out, man? Brand new tractor, looking really, really good. We do just have it on lease at the moment, but I just want to wait to get a little bit more cash in the bank before I, fully purchase this. And since we don't really have much else on lease right now, this is totally acceptable. I think the front loader's still on lease, but I might be wrong. I kind of don't remember. But either way, we've paid off a lot of our equipment, and so having this on lease is not the end of the world. And we did purchase the trailer. This is all bought. This isn't on lease, and the bale grab, that's also purchased. Those were only $2,000. I think the trailer was like 17 or something, but still not terrible. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get back to the farm, finish loading up the bales tonight, and then I don't really know what we're gonna do for the rest of the month. I mean, I kind of don't want to do any more mowing, or at least any more silage work just yet. I want to save those fields for some hay. So for now, I might kind of leave that till April. But at the very least, I do want to try to just keep selling our milk. Try to purchase an additional field as well, because the more fields that we have for baling, the better off we'll be. So I want to get on that in the next couple days. But yeah, so let's go ahead and wrap this up, and then I'll talk to you guys in a little bit once we get done with all the baling for the day. All right, and so we got our full load of bales here on the trailer. Let's go ahead and get these back to the farm, and we'll unload them. And see, we're losing a little bit of daylight, but I did install recently the increased light range mod. So as you can see, like when I turn on all the lights, it does look a lot better. It's way easier to do some work at night than it used to be. So might finish on loading all these up tonight, since we got this new mod. But yeah, this trailer, it's a little bit bigger than our last one, and so it hasn't been the easiest to move around with these narrow gates. I might actually get rid of these fences at some point a little bit later, just because they're kind of pointless. And now we have, see, I'm not gonna be able to make it. So yeah, we get caught on the tire there. Back out, straighten out a little bit. Shouldn't have a problem. Getting out of that last field though was tough. I had to like back out of there and kind of around the corner because of the way this telephone pole right in front of us is positioned. It's very, very difficult to move around with this trailer. But yeah, I mean, I like auto load, but it is a little bit finicky sometimes, and sometimes doesn't always work how you want it to, and so I had to do a little bit of a troubleshooting with the trailer, try to figure out exactly how to load it all up, because sometimes they were getting loaded, sometimes they weren't. But I think I got it down now, but I am a little bit nervous now about how this is going to unload, because typically you unload them to like and there's like a designated spot that shows up on the ground where you can put them. But with this, I'm not sure how it's gonna work, and I'm a little bit curious. So actually, I'm gonna leave this here for now, because we have the other trailer to unload anyway. But we'll get back to that a little bit later. So I'm gonna leave this here, and then let's jump into the front loader. Yeah, let's just try to move some of these bales around. I'm curious how many can fit in here. I'm guessing only 2, since this is the round baler. Hold 3. Oh, wait. Making a... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, well, this is going to take some getting used to, so give me a quick second here. let me figure this out. Oh, man. So I think I might be getting the hang of this. So for now, it can hold 3, but I think I might only be able to get 2 at a time, which is just like the other loader that we have for the telehandler. So if I just pull up here and then press B, I got those 2. Let's go ahead and drop these off over here in the corner. And we can start filling this barn with a new batch of bales. There we go. Easy enough. I don't think this will be too bad to get the hang of. So I'm gonna go ahead and just unload all these, and then unload the second trailer, hopefully without any big issues. But I think this is a great place to call it an episode for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, having a lot of fun with this series. It's always you know, great to get some new equipment. Oh, uh-oh. I forgot to have it stop the auto load, so there we go. I think that is gonna do it. Unload right here. There we go. Nice stack of 4 right there. Perfect. But yeah, so as I was saying, always nice to, you know, try out some new equipment, learn some new things about the game. I typically, you know, don't use auto load trailers, so I just, you know, kind of wanted to give this one a shot. It seemed like a good good fit for the farm with the size of the trailer and everything, so I think it'll work out for us, that bigger one over there. And I'm really excited about the new tractor, so we're going to be able to get a lot more work done. We have you know, an additional employee on the farm to help us out, which, speaking of which, I need to still remember to feed the cows today, and you know, do one last milk run probably before the end of the day, because I'm sure that the big barn down there is probably full already. But that is a problem for later. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I am glad you're enjoying the series. And let me know, you know, if there's anything else that you think I should invest in. At this point, we're just kind of gonna stick with this setup for quite a while, I think, unless there's any more, you know, maybe an additional set of mowing equipment might be in our near future. But other than that, I'm not too sure what else we'll really need on the farm for the rest of the year. So gonna be selling some milk, making some money, just kind of getting on with the planting season coming up here. Gonna get our corn in the ground pretty soon. Still a lot to be done, but we got plenty of time to do it. So I will see you guys in the next episode, and I hope that you all have a great week. Talk to you guys later. Peace.